Welcome everyone to the very first episode of
Let's Talk About It.
And so today for the very first episode, we're going to be talking about
Spider-Man 3.
Which
I'm Diego.
I'm Josh.
I'm Alexis.
When Peter Parker and MJ are in the middle of their relationship, trouble looms with the rise of Sandman and the attachment of Venom. Peter must fight not only physical villains, but also himself in an attempt to save those he holds dear. Spider-Man 3 came out in 2007 and is now on Netflix.
So the plot in this movie is a mess.
I felt like there was so much conflict with Peter Parker, even though he had three villains if you count Harry.
Harry shows up in the beginning, but then gets amnesia, and then completely just disappears from the movie until the very end.
Honestly, I forgot about him as a character. He didn't really add much to the story other than like 2 minutes.
Sandman, he's like the only redeeming quality of the movie.
Because he has actual motives.
You're right, he has actual motives. He has a daughter he wants to take care of.
Unlike
I just
Venom.
felt like he didn't go about it the right way.
The only reason he's there is because it's revealed that he's the one that killed Peter Parker's dad.
Uncle.
Uncle. Oh, sorry. Jeez.
I mean, what's the difference?
What's the difference? He doesn't
We've
have
never
parents.
even met his dad.
Let's talk about Venom.
Oh.
The worst character in the freaking movie.
I mean, Tofu? Let me add my story. One day we were watching that 70s show, finally finished it on Netflix. Then we watched Spider-Man 3, and it's weird seeing that 70s show Eric become Eddie Brock, the bully of Spider-Man 3.
When in like the comics, Venom is this like huge jacked guy, and you see Topher Grace, and he's just like
A little squeamish boy that
Like,
goes to Hot Topic and thinks he's like the coolest, baddest kid.
You stole my girl. Speaking of Peter, look,
He was a complete mess throughout the whole movie.
he commits attempted murder. He hits his girlfriend.
And his emo rampage, it was really awkward and weird.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it.
He keeps flirting with other girls. There's a scene where he's on the phone where he's talking to his professor who's trying to like tell him about the Venom
symbiote?
the symbiote, and it's like he's like, Peter, you can't wear this thing. It's like it makes you evil, and he's like, yeah, and he's like talking to some girls like, hey, go give me some food.
More nuts, please.
Yeah, he's like, give me some cookie.
Hey, do you have some cookie with nuts?
like- she's like, no.
I
She's
can
like-
make that for you.
Go make him for me. It's like such a jerk. There's entire plot lines that show up in the first act, like literally Venom like falls from the sky, even though aliens
Actually,
exist
it's
now.
just a symbiote.
Well, it's an alien. Aliens exist in this universe for some reason now.
I liked how they didn't explain it at all. It's just like this black goop falls in the sky, it goes onto Peter's leg, that's it.
It was so awkward throughout the movie. The
Yeah.
whole thing, it was so unbalanced.
Because there's no pacing.
You didn't like his goofy
Tobey
face?
Maguire?
Tobey Maguire.
He cries a lot.
You don't like his goofy little face where he's like,
Oh yeah.
how come everybody has like a vendetta against each other?
I feel that this movie was very telenovela, kind of. This mass production of a telenovela. And like the amnesia and all that.
It's so ridiculous. And it just ends. It just ends.
Oh yeah, no, it
Your
doesn't.
favorite
It
part.
doesn't just end. It shows Tobey Maguire one more goofy face, their last goofy face from him as Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
MJ with another goofy face.
It ends-
They dance and
So, what did we not like about this movie? I know we talked a lot, but
Everything that we just said.
there we go. That's what we didn't like. But let's end on a good note. What did we like?
I personally liked how the movie adaptation to the characters was really spot on to the comic book characters, even though we saw Tofu always show his face as Venom. What did you like, Josh?
I liked when Peter is being like a cartoon character and he's like, hey, and he's just dancing for like, just because he's emo now and he like puts his hair down and everything. That's like what makes the movie so bad, but I like that because this movie's like, there's nothing to salvage from this movie. What did you like?
What I did like though was that the movie wasn't like the other two movies. It wasn't like happy ending, Spider-Man's a good guy and everything. It showed that it was so realistic and depressing that not everyone is good. So there we have it. What's your rating of?
I give it a 3 tofu graces
Tofu.
out of 5.
I give it 3 Tobey Maguire tears out of 10.
I give it 4. 4 sad Eddie faces out of.
Do you guys know that there was going to be a Spider-Man 4?
There we have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Very first episode of Let's Talk About It.
Sorry.
Thank you, guys. You rock.
See you on the next episode, Pirates.
Hi, Mom.